Hey guys, Lisa Callaghy here to share with you a video on how to reschedule or schedule a math or reading diagnostic assessment in ExactPath. Okay, let's get started. So from your admin dashboard, and again, these are for people who have admin access as well as teachers. So if you'd like to show your teachers how to do this, they can. But I would like you as the admin for the program to see how it's done from your perspective. Okay, so I'm on the admin dashboard for school, and I would like to schedule a test for a student that does not have the assessment assigned to them. It hasn't been scheduled. This could happen if a student has enrolled in the district and has not accessed Edmentum before, and they do not see a scheduled test. That would happen after I rolled over, which would mean in the last week or so, but that will change obviously as time goes on. So here's what you need to do. First, you come up to math or reading, but I prefer math first because then I know the next one is reading. I haven't finished it. All right, so clicking on math, under diagnostics, I'm going to click on diagnostic scheduling. And then from here, I'm going to look at either not scheduled if there's any students here, or I can search a student, make sure I click my location. And clicking the location first is important because now that's going to change what you see below. So there are 3 non-scheduled students. These 3 students are kindergarten students, so they wouldn't be scheduled, but I'm just going to show you if one of these students was either 1st grade all the way up to 11th grade, and they needed to be scheduled. All you have to do is click on the checkbox to the left of the student's name, or if it's more than one, or if it's all, you can select all. Then come up to where it says schedule. You need to fill in the testing window time, so it will automatically make the test available on the day that you're doing this. So this is the 6th. You would choose 8 o'clock a.m. End date is the 31st of January. And then 3 o'clock p.m. And then click on schedule. And when the student opens up their ExactPath, they will see the diagnostic assessment available to them in math only. I'm going to cancel this. And that would be what you'd have to do for math, and the same thing for reading. Just remember, you have to do 2 separate subject area diagnostic scheduling. Once you do it for one, it doesn't automatically translate over to the other subject area. So click on diagnostic scheduling, select your school, find your students, and then click on schedule. You see 3 selected, schedule, and again follow the same rules as I showed you previously. For the math, you choose 8 o'clock a.m., the 31st, 3 o'clock p.m., and click on schedule. Once the students log into ExactPath, they will now see both reading and math. Now, if you need, I'm going to cancel this out. If you need to reschedule a test of a student who has completed the test but you feel that they did not score well because the time that they took to take the test was extremely low. So to do that, you would need to look at your results, right? Completed. You could find your student. Oops, I'm sorry. No, this is not the right place to do it. So you would have to go, let me find a student, Diana Alberto. Let me copy that student's name, but you would know who it is. The teacher would know who it is. So I'm going to go back to math. I'm going to look at their class diagnostic results. I'm going to choose a class. Oh, I need to choose an instructor. So let's say Britos. Okay, let's see. She hasn't done anything for testing window 2. But just to remind you, all you'd have to do is go to class results. If you're an administrator, you'd have to type in the teacher's name, and either if it's math, the class that the student is in, or if it's same thing with reading, the class that the student is in. And then once you find that class, come down, find the student. Okay. And here, okay, you would see reset diagnostic. All right. So here is where you would click on reset diagnostic, click yes, reset score, and now that student will have to take the diagnostic test for the second time. For this particular testing window, you see this is for testing window 2. You cannot reset a diagnostic test for a different testing window. Okay? So this is how you would reset a diagnostic test for a student who you believe has not taken the test seriously and flew through the test, and you'd like to reset the test and make sure that they answer the questions with a little bit more seriousness. Okay, so this has been a video on how to schedule a test for a student that has not had the test scheduled for them, so they do not see the diagnostic tile on their homepage when the student logs in for either math or reading. And if there's a certain student who has already completed the scheduled test for the testing window, however, you would like to reset the diagnostic, you need to go into the class where the student resides and then click on you would have to click on Diagnostics, find the student, click on the student's name, and click on Reset. Okay? One more thing before I go. When you are doing the scheduling part for a student who has not had the test scheduled to their account yet, if you do not see that student in your list, okay, when you click on not scheduled and you click on your school and the student that you're looking for is not in your list, this is the time that you need to go on to the EdTech support chat, because this student probably needs to be synced and or mapped to Edmentum's exact path first, and then you will be able to see the student here under the not scheduled, and you'll be able to schedule them. All right, so this has been a video on how to schedule not scheduled students for the diagnostic test in math and reading. Also, if you do not see the student listed in math or reading, diagnostic, scheduling. And finally, how to reset a diagnostic test for a student who the teacher or yourself believes did not take the test seriously and needs to take the test over. All right, guys, I hope this helps. Have a great day.